You say, oh shit, Mac Lane in the
Where did
motherfucking
you
house.
come from?
We
You
Mac
somebody
Lane, man.
dug
What
you
the fuck?
up? Where
He
you
say straight
been?
up out the shadows, up out of the ditches. You know what I mean? Coming up
Yeah,
out
yeah,
here
yeah,
trying to get these riches. You know. But
yeah.
say, check it out, y'all. How y'all doing, man? You know,
Hey, hey,
salute
Mac
to the
Lane.
panel,
I don't know
salute
what
to the
it
chat.
is
Yes, sir.
about you, but every time you come on, I just go to rocking this shit. I just go to shaking when
Say,
you come
man,
on.
because that ism is coming through, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That
yeah,
ism is
yeah,
coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? That keep you biffing and bopping and ticking and talking. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's what it
for
is.
sure.
He said, but say, man, let me tell you something, man. As far as like Cottonmouth Jesse talking about he's a gatekeeper, you got to understand it's different gates in the game. You
Facts.
understand? He said now he's a he already told you that he's indie. He's independent. Now, as far as sitting up in there being able to keep the gate, what did he say? He's gonna keep the gate open. He's gonna open the gate as long as you
Mm.
got your mind right. Now, if you don't have your mind right, if you don't have yourself, conditionalized and professionalized for this game, say, baby, hold up. It may not be for you to walk through this way right now. But if you rather to sit up in here and listen and sponge up some game, come on through. We gonna sit up in here, you understand what I'm saying? Facilitate you. We gonna sit up here and educate you to where you can do what it is you need to do. See, now I came up around these cats. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we talking about 6'4" and all that old type shit way back in the gap, man. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about
Mhm.
way back from the early, you know what I'm saying? The early 90s all the way through the 90s to the 2000s and to where we are right now. So when it's talking about these particular dudes, I understand them because we were out there hustling. You understand? We were at their shows. At the particular time, I had developed enough money to where I had a studio of my own to where basically I would be re-audio engineering people's stuff so it would come out crisp when they was ready to do shows. You see what I'm saying? He said, so when it comes down to it, the dude was dropping nothing but straight game. He wasn't putting, himself above anybody else. He was just letting the whole historical record be known because before himself, you got to understand, you sit up in there and had Nemesis, you had DOC, you had Ron C, the first platinum artist coming up out of Dallas on Profile Records. You had all this game. So look here, man. I mean, when you talking about platinum, we talking about units. We talking about monies that can actually be seen. You understand what I'm saying? The way they got the game so murked up right now, man, it's just like a little creek. You can't even see to the bottom of it. All you can see is the water. And the water is the confounding me music, but where's the music going and how's the music coming back as far as the attributes? You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that confounded aspect, it's like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of bullshit in the game. He said, nigga, you can fool around and press $20,000 worth of your units, hard copies. You know what I'm saying? And go and do a show and sell out and not only get your money from the show, but you fool around and sell up out of your product, you understand, and be getting fully paid. That's the reason why everything is going to streaming now because they want to keep you from being able to get out there in the streets and sell your bricks. You understand what I'm saying? And grab your chips. That's all that is, man.
For shit show. Well said.
He
Go ahead,
said,
Mac
now,
Lane.
like I say, man, I came up with these cats, man. You know what I'm saying? We were all in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the way from that particular area, you know what I'm saying? Dixon Circle, all that type shit, all the way to 6'4", everything was interconnected. Now, when the music came along, these cats started doing things. And to be truthfully honest, the city was not receptive. The city sit up here and thought that niggas was on some bootleg Barney shit. So niggas had to go out to fool around and get their respect. They had to go out there to be validated. You know what I'm saying? And once they did that and came back, the town caught on. But at the same time, these were the new dudes that was coming on. See, now you had Nemesis, you had Ron C, like I say, the first platinum artist sold and selling out of Dallas on Profile Records. You know what I mean? Coming with that Nissan and all of that type of stuff, that shit right there. Say, man, these were the OGs. These were the cats that was putting it down in the streets. These were the dudes that was doing it in the suites when it came down to making music and making it commercial. Now, what Cottonmouth is sitting up in there saying is, hey, I don't put myself above any and nobody else. All I know is what part of the mix that I'm in. The ones that came before me, my era, and the ones that come after me. It's all about respect and loyalty to the game. And that's what he was representing when he spoke upon what he spoke upon. And everything he said was true facts. He say, just because you're an old cat, man, you had you some hits and stuff like that. Say, man, look, it does not lead you any credence to shit on young niggas on they come up. If anything, because you've been there and you know what they're about to face, you know what they're about to go through. What you need to be is a conduit of game and information to make sure that they have a safe passage through what they're going through. That's all he was saying. And I
Well,
let my
check this
plane
out.
on that.
Check this out, McLean. Everything you
Yes,
saying
sir.
from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna give it a 1 to 9. I heard you, Miss Park. I heard it, but you know what I'm saying, I play 85% crazy and 15% smart. I just wanted to make sure I heard directly what he said. That's how you do that.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
everything you said is correct, but still, you pick that phone up and say, young blood, or say, school, you know, this internet, this media world is crazy, man. So watch how you move. If from Cottonmouth to me, if I was a young rapper around the age or a couple of years up under him, I'd accepted that. But going on the internet and calling me a little girl and trying to below my name and do all that shit right there, I don't get that part. Now it's a
He
way
talking
that
about
you
the
do it
teacher
as an
part.
OG.
He talking about the teacher part.
It's a way you do it.
I think
Everything you saying, McLean, everything you saying is correct. I'm not knocking that. That's where the politics come in at. But what a hating come in at is when you start slandering and start saying shit like, you know, you could have called him up, say, buddy, come on, baby. You could have joked about it with a call and shot him. I said it on the call, nigga. You hating, nigga. Now, come on, baby. Now, what are you doing?
So
Going
Pooh
all
Black,
online.
I know how you
Yeah.
Pooh, I know how you is, Pooh Black. I know what we stand on. So when it's like, nigga, all the good you said, you threw the hating in, and you threw the hating in and the salt on that man. Goddamn
What
me,
I wanna
rebut
understand is this.
everything that you just said positive.
What
You
I
threw
want to
bullshit and
understand is
really nigga.
this. Let's clarify what is hating and what is constructive criticism.
Okay, I'll tell you what's hate. I'm glad you asked me that. Hating is constructive criticism is how he started it off and how he represented it. Now, if you think that nigga hating because how he broke it down, he can speak like that. He can speak that, and can't nobody take that away from him. They're just like any other rapper coming up, Leg, Gator, Nemesis, like you said, DOC. We can
Oh
go back to
man.
Big Tuck. I'm saying we can go back to it. What I'm saying is you threw a little shade when you started saying you sound like a little girl, little Indian out, and then you start, you said some extra shit, which that's not constructive criticism. That's not, and that's hating when you could have still picked the phone up, just
That's
like Jay
not
Prince.
necessarily
So so so
constructive
so,
criticism. He
so
said, now let's look at the aspect of where the so-called shot was fired. Now, let's be honest. If we gonna be honest, uh Big Chief, who he was referring to as Little Indian, Big
yes,
Chief
and
really on the
Lucci,
cool.
He called Lucci a little Indian for not accepting the alley hoop on the hold your tongue and not making the right business move.
Okay, all right, cool. He said, now looking at that, was what he was saying false or erroneous? Was it false? Was it a lie? He said, because here's the thing, as us so-called OGs in the game, we must embrace the youth. You know what I mean? We must observe them and watch them closely.
But
And
Matt
if
Lane,
we
how he
see
know Chief ain't embracing nobody? How he know his Chief ain't embracing anyone? Hell, Chief been hated on, so Chief.
Chief been
I
Chief
think
been Chief,
Chief and Mo three a lot of similar to me. They similar to me
they
as far as
they quite they quite they quite they quite similar. But here's the
except
thing.
for the violent part.
Chief,
Except for the violent part.
he say Chief came up in the confounded me game to where he was flossing and flashing, and hey man, that's part of the game. You know, don't nobody fault him for that. But as far as reaching and connecting with up and comers, he wasn't really doing that. And we
Okay,
must sit
McLean,
up in there and
wait,
say that.
McLean. So why he couldn't just say what he was saying and left it at that? That's just like me and you talking, McLean, and you giving me some real pointers.
Mm,
And not that you giving me real
mm,
pointers, you giving me real game, and I'm listening to it and I'm embracing it. But soon you start saying
mm.
little shady ass shit like, oh man, Boo Black, yeah, but man, he ain't shit, man. You know, when I talk to him, man, he such and such, such and such. Keep that,
Well,
keep
that's
that shit
because
to yourself.
I'm more diplomatic and
Okay, wait, hold
pragmatic
on,
in
wait.
my approach and understanding.
Okay, but listen, we expect for him to be the same way though, because he's an OG. Now we already see it's okay, like for example, when Dallas artists come out on the stage and perform, it's very fucked up
Mm,
that they don't represent people like McLean, people like such and such, people like such and such. They all for themselves. So even when Chief was doing it, and he was fucking with people,
mm,
putting people in the mix. Like when he performed, he let people perform all that. The only thing about it, and he is one of the only ones that's really saying something. Don't nobody show the love to Dallas. You go to Houston, they showing love. You go to New York, they showing love. You go to Cali, they showing love. You go to Denver, they showing love. You go to Vegas, they showing love. All I'm saying is you got the rappers down here today. Mo 3, the only one, about the only one
mm.
really represented and show love, dog. Looked out for all the OGs, and he even tell you. Now you got these new rappers act like that they did it on their own, like they started Dallas. Not one of these niggas ever said KottonMouth name. Not one of these niggas ever
Nah,
represented him.
you're
Never.
right. You're right.
Start
You're right.
representing
You're right.
KottonMouth. Start
You're
representing
right.
DOC. They ain't did
Yeah,
that, but
you're
then
right.
but when we come out, we gotta kiss their ass so everybody can look at the video and say, "Oh, you saw what such and such said." They still ain't gonna get no love. They still ain't gonna
See, man,
show
but
respect.
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is from like mice and men. See, mice sit up in here, crawl up off into the cracks and sit up here and scream like rats when you're not giving them no cheese. Real rats don't worry about that.
Wait a
We
minute. Hold
get
on.
on up
Repeat
out
that.
there and
Wait. Repeat that. Repeat what you just that last little 5 words. What you just said, starting with rats. Repeat that.
rats go out there and acquire what they need to on their own. You understand?
Okay.
You dig what I'm coming from?
Yes,
See, this
sir.
one thing
Yes,
I would
sir.
sit up here and talk. This is one thing that I would sit up here and talk, man, as a youngster. You don't
Yeah,
talk bread to
yeah.
birds, and you never ever sit up here and speak about cheese to rats. You know what I'm
Okay, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You say, if anything, you let the facts stand as what they are, the facts. And this is the game. And the game is not to be taken personal. It's to be understood. It's to be observed. It is to be collected. It's to be watched, and it's to be dispersed. But you don't
Yeah.
take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Just because this dude here feels this way, this dude here he may have not been taught the right way to process game. You know what I'm saying? So you don't sit up here and take that shit right there personal, man. The whole thing is this: the nigga wasn't lying. It may have been crude, it may have sounded rude, but the truth is the truth. The youth have not studied history. They've taken the cliff notes and gone forward with the game without understanding the history of their predecessors. And as long as they continue to do that, they're going to be victims in the game, because let me drop game on you cats right now. See, what the industry have done is, see, look, they know who you are. They know what you come from, who you come from. They know you come from some broke, low down, bad low niggas, like Boosie would say, bad low motherfuckers, right? Now, here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use this money for you to weaponize it against yourself and basically commit commercial suicide because you don't know what the fuck to do. Here's where the OGs come in, and the YGs need a connection to the OGs so they don't spin out. You see what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question before you put a period on it. So if you had a chance, and you was an OG and you got a lot of jams and you done deal with people like Spice One, them, DJ Quick, Ice Cube, and all that. When it comes down to you talking to some youngsters and you giving them the game and they upcoming rapping, but they never spoke on you, you ain't gonna hate on them. I get that. But how you gonna explain to them what's going on without, let me see. How you gonna explain to them the history, but then you go turn around and shit on the people that you're talking about the history about? Like if you go talk about the history.
Okay.
If you go talk about the history, you go talk about the history, and we're gonna talk about where we came from. If I got 5 people that I'm talking about, we might shoot a slug, a bullshit slug where it's laughable, you know what I'm saying? But what makes you feel that if you explaining something to the youngsters, they go turn around and accept it, but then you turned around and did the same shit? What's going on? You're not supposed to be hating with them. You're supposed to be cleaning it up like, hey, look, youngster, he maybe was wrong. But look, though, when you talk to me, or if I was the OG and you older than me, you're going to say, well, hey, man, we going to chop it up. We ain't going to have no situation where we going back and forth or I got a disagreement with you. I mean, if you're going to tell me the history, tell me the history without hating on people in the history.
Exactly. That's why I'm sitting up here telling you that it depends upon the particular individual. Some people have certain situations that they've gone through that they feel bad about. I mean, like, say for instance, when I was in the game and I was trying to cut my teeth up off in the industry, I knew right up off the top that I wasn't going to sit up in here and make it. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to do was be an example to those and build and set a platform for those to be able to use their creative abilities to wherever they could reach their particulars. I didn't hate on nothing and nobody. I just knew that being a man, the industry is not going to allow you to, come up off into their circumference. You're gonna have to allow yourself to sit up here and be played with. Now, a lot of that conversation that he was laying off into the situation, that was part of it. A lot of people missed it. It went over a lot of people's heads. He was basically telling you about the indie game and how the indie game really propelled the Dallas game, because Dallas was sitting up in there selling out. You know what I'm saying? The Nemesis, you understand? The Nemesis, I mean, come on, man. I mean, smoking cocaine with all your friends. Come on, man. Stop playing. I mean, the Ron C on the Nissan game and all this. Say, man, come on, man. I mean, we've done this. We got the
okay. I don't mean to cut you, McLean. Look, I don't mean to cut you, because cutting you, man, is like, goddamn, me putting a knife. I don't like to cut you, man, because you give valuable info. So out of all them names you said, I guarantee you, they not gonna shit on the history. They gonna talk their facts, but they not gonna shit on the history trying to get some views and likes.
We don't know that, no Pooh Black. We don't know that. We don't know that.
Where was the, to me, okay, I would like to get some clarification. Where was the shitting of the history displayed at? If you can articulate that to me. Where was the shitting of the history displayed?
Listen, it was small and it was minor, but I still feel like if you're OG, you can still pick the phone up and make that call because you're OG and y'all done chopped it up before. Hold up, y'all done
I
chopped it
agree.
up before. It don't matter what rapper. It don't
Oh,
matter what rapper.
you don't walk
I
into
agree
that
with Pooh
shit
Black
now.
on that.
He say, but
I
check
agree with
this
Pooh
out
Black on
though.
that. But sometimes niggas only with the clout though. Sometimes niggas
Here
only
the thing is.
clout.
This is the reason why I said at first you must sit back and watch as an OG and observe the YGs. You must sit up here and see how they're conducting and they're maneuvering and flowing within their energies to be able to know how to approach them. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't necessary that you can fool around and pick up the phone, make a motherfucking me call, be like, say, man, this so and so and so. No, man, because once these cats become young men, you got to remember yourself as a young man. There was ways to approach you, right? Just like there are ways to approach you right now, right?
Right.
Hello, true or false? Okay, so you have to observe because they're already in the mindset that these old niggas is hating on us. And I don't never get I can't get that shit out of my mind. How in the fuck do they come up with that? What in the hell? You's a young Jack Sprat. Hey man, I've been where you are. You have yet to grow to where I am. Why would I be hating on you? If anything, I want to sit up here and do and, impart game and wisdom and knowledge to make sure that some of the bumps that I've gone through that you don't have to go through. Why would I be hating on you? I want to see you shining. I want to see you having the most fabulous time of your life. Why would I be hating on you? And where did this mindset come from?
Well, let me pull the
That's
Uno card, but hold on, let me pull the Uno cards back out right quick. Let me reverse it. Everything you
he
just
said,
said from 1 to 9, from 1 to 10, I agree. But like I just said,
okay.
if me and you talking and you got a problem with what's going on, or however the case may be, pick
Yeah.
the phone up and say, Joe, man, don't be hating on that little young nigga, man. That nigga get it, man. Why you didn't just go on in such and such a way? Y'all can have an agreement on y'all own and y'all can battle it out. All that trying to go online and put it in front of the world and say the little shit that don't matter, that people think don't matter, which it matters now, because this is the internet. Internet is a whole nother world now. Pick the phone up. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Prince, just like Jay Prince. Pick the phone up and call NBA young boy people. I get what you did. I understand what you did. When you got power and you know that you the shit and you know you got the majority of the
But
world
now,
fucking with you, pick the phone up and say, young
okay.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, say young blood. That wasn't cool, man.
And
Woo woo such
you
such.
are absolutely right, Pooh Black. You
That's
absolutely right,
all
nigga.
I'm
I
saying.
can't sit
That's
up
it.
in there and find no disagreement and nothing that you saying.
That's
I
all I'm
mean,
saying
we
right
have
there.
basically been on the same page.
Now,
But
real talk.
here is the here is the cross path. How in the hell do these youngsters feel like the old niggas is hating on them? Nobody has yet to answer that shit. I mean, I haven't,
Now I'm with you on that right there now.
seen any
I'm with you on that one.
OGs hating on these niggas. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck does that come from? These old niggas is hating. Say, man, look here. We've had our time. We've done what
Matt
we've
Lane, I
done.
can explain. I can answer that. I can answer that, Matt Lane. When these niggas say these old
Answer
niggas are
that,
hating
man.
because the nigga don't agree. they don't agree with the stupid shit and the stupid movements that niggas are moving because they're not accustomed to their way of being a gangster, or their way of even moving in life or handling business. So when a nigga try to tell them to move a certain another type of way, the nigga first thought is that nigga hating because I'm getting some money. He couldn't move like this.
You know, and I can understand that. He said, but as far as my experience with the youth out there, say, man, they all sit up in there, you know, flock and float around me, man, like I'm their uncle, man. They want to listen to what it is I got to sit up in there and say, man. They don't get any type of hater vibes or, you know,
But you
anything
got
like
that kind
that
of
from me,
swag.
man.
You got that kind of ism. You got that type of swag and ism, man. When you talk, man, you gonna grasp a nigga attention, man, with your wordplay and shit. You're a speaker. You're a big speaker, man. So a nigga gonna sit back and listen to what a nigga like you gotta say because he know niggas like you in real life that's out there, and he might got an uncle or his partner might got a daddy that's gained up and speaking this shit and popping that shit that you are. So you ain't gonna never understand the aspect. But I agree with Pooh Black as far as he could have picked up the phone because it's different if he would just spoke on it. Then when you go to saying it sounded like a little girl and this and that, then that's where the disrespect came in. That you
Yeah.
didn't have to say
He
all
said,
that.
yeah. He said, yeah. The nigga did drop some unnecessary slugs. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the nigga sound like a little girl
Okay, now
because
Mac
he
Lane,
had
hold
kind
on.
of
Now
like a
you
little
talking my
light
lane.
sounding voice.
Hey, now you talking my
Yeah.
lane.
Spit
That's
on it, man.
all I'm saying, Mac.
Okay.
Listen, everything you saying, I'll be a fool to go against what you saying. That's the only thing I'm saying is it's just like me and you talking online, and then you
Mm-hmm.
got something to
Yes,
say,
sir.
but why would you go back on? Why would you go online to a big platform and just shit on me when you already talk? When we
I
can
wouldn't do
talk,
it.
you got my
I
number. Okay,
I wouldn't do it.
now, where is the lane for that right there for the OGs? Now, you don't think that's kind of immature?
Yeah, that's some sucker shit.
You
That's some
don't think
sucker
that
shit
kind of takes some
because
points away for who you is?
that's some sucker shit.
That's
Like I
all
say,
I'm
that's some
saying.
sucker shit.
That's all I'm
But
saying.
like I say, it's coming from individuals who really haven't truly displaced their ego. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You say we used to always sit up. I used to tell niggas all the time, man. Say, hey man, let me tell you something about that ego, man. You say when the nigga get the bullshit tripping, that's when we would say, there you go. Not there he go, but there he go.
Yeah, yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. That's that old shit, boy. That what
You
my niggas used to
understand?
say with me. There you go. Look at him. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Look at him. There you go.
There you
Yep.
go. Ego. He gone off ego. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit up here and wipe your pride to the side, man, and sit that bullshit where it needs to rest at. You know what I mean? You got to fool around and just say, hey, man, look, it ain't no big eyes and ain't no little you. There's nothing but we because in the whole reality of it all, we a team. You understand what I'm saying? And ain't no damn eyes in team, man. You feel where I'm coming from? Ain't no eyes in team. It's a
Facts.
team, and we got to recognize that. Say, look here, when I can't play on the field no more, man, you know what I do? I go into coaching. You feel
Shit
me?
show.
I'm too old to play on this goddamn motherfucking field, goddamn me. You know, I can't make them cutbacks and everything, but I can teach you and show you how to line up and how to position you. I go into teaching, I go into coaching. You feel
So
where I'm
about you
coming
been
from?
so check this out. So if you go into coaching, you go call the right play to score a touchdown, right?
Yes.
Right, McLean?
I'm gonna call the right damn play, but I'm also
Okay, now
gonna
check
give
this
this
out.
motherfucker
You
an
you
audible. Listen
you
to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. But I'm gonna also give this motherfucker the option to call the goddamn audible in case the damn play get
Facts.
janky.
Facts.
You see what I'm
but you ain't
saying?
gonna just let the quarterback. But listen, you ain't gonna call a play to where you only got two linemen on the left side and the play going to the right side, and you got
Nope,
that one over on the left
nope.
side pulling as a guard,
He
but you
said,
got the quarterback running to the right where everybody at. You ain't gonna call that play though, right?
Nah. I ain't
Okay
gonna
then.
call that play. I'm gonna
That's
give
all
the
I'm saying, man.
listen to me. I'm coaching. I'm coaching. So I'm gonna coach my quarterback up to know what audibles to call in case these hoes shift. I'm gonna give you the game. I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm damn near up out of here, man. Look here, man. Let me tell you something. What my legacy I would like to have known in this world is that I gave a good game. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you shout me out or anything, cause I'm gonna get them backdoor phone calls, man. It don't make no difference if you sit up here doing an interview and you know uh you want to sit up here and don't call my name, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want nobody pretty much trying to dig me up and find out who the hell I am and what I am to you and how long I've been knowing you. I'm just gonna give you some game, motherfucker. Run with it, make the play. That's all I'm saying. I don't have no shots to shoot at nobody. I'm
See,
too busy worrying about the damn many shots that's coming at me, man. You know
See,
see,
what I'm saying?
see,
I ain't
look,
worried about no
hold
bullshit.
on, big pressure. Hold on, I'm finna pass the mic to you. Let me say this, man. Like what you just said, your legacy, you don't leave anything when you die. You wanted your word to mean something, your word to be bond to a motherfucker, to leave a stain on their brain and shit, man. And I just want to take the time out to say a lot of y'all people like the big pressures, man. Even the grown man talking panel when we on the GMT show and shit, and you, man, it's a couple people that don't say some shit that it's gonna carry on. Like this whole conversation we having, man. It's probably down the road where I'm gonna remember this conversation. I'm gonna have to relate this and tell this to someone, man. So salute
Man,
to
this
you, man, for
conversation
shit.
is on your show, man. This conversation is on your show, man. This conversation right here, man, they're gonna be able to dig up eons later. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there forever. And all I want to leave is some good game, man. I ain't trying to sit up and cause no conflict, start no shit, fuck with nobody, but I am here to tell the truth. And if you did do some bullshit, I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm not gonna be disrespectful in such, but I am gonna state the fact.
Man,